When I learned Dal Makhani from a very awesome chef back in my training days, I was just entering this kitchen and there he was running a big ladle on a huge container while he was cooking Dal Makhani. He asked me to stir this ladle with both of my hands and not to stop until he comes back. Well, he did come back after 15 minutes and that was the best lesson for cooking this awesome recipe. The ingredients are not that much. The only key is to keep stirring your pan until it reaches a thick and a dark consistency. Preparing this for two people, in order to reduce the cooking time, I'm using pressure cooker here, but original recipe is always cooked in slow charcoal flame for more than 10 hours. To begin with, we need kadi urad dal, which is 100 grams or 1 cup. In a pressure cooker pan, add ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ghee, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 3 cups of water and 1 teaspoon of salt if you have salted butter in your house inventory. Dal makhni is always prepared in butter, but I'm using a combination of butter and ghee for health reasons. If you like more spicy food, it's better not to add chili in a pressure cooker stage. We can use that when tempering the dal with garlic. 2 whistles on high flame and 5 whistles on low flame. This took me about 25 minutes. Now that your dal is cooked, it's time to add some more water in it. If you feel the water is less, you can add approx 1.5 cup of more water. You will be cooking this for about an hour. Make sure you are constantly stirring it and don't leave it unattended at any point of time. For better viewing experience, I'm changing my aluminum pan to steel pan now. Just seems fair. Turning the flame to high heat, just about right. This white substance is scum and fat when boiling lentils especially. It's not bad, but gives a bad appearance, so I'll just scoop it out. Consistency is still thin. We'll give it more time till it's just right. It has been 30 minutes already from the pressure cooker stage. Any tomato without skin takes about 15 minutes on low flame when the oil starts separating. Cooking time for tomatoes with skin is just 7 minutes more than that. After adding tomato puree, we can give ourselves some rest for about 15 minutes covering the pan. And yes, the lentils won't stick at the bottom if you have kept it on a low flame. Now when you have let the molecules of tomato and dal combine for about 15 minutes, it's time to open the lid and let the water evaporate till the time it achieves a thick consistency. For young people, you can add about 100 grams of butter for a portion of 100 grams of dal, but for me it's just about 25 grams. It's about 20 minutes from the time we added tomato. It will surely take us more than an hour after the pressure cooking. Having said that, keep stirring while you achieve a thick consistency with dark color. Butter is here to help us give us that thick, creamy texture in our dal makhani. For finishing, we will quickly warm about 1 tablespoon of Kasoori Methi and warm it till it becomes crispy to crush over. As it becomes warm, we can easily crush it to turn it into a kind of a powder-like substance. It combines more effectively with gravy items and looks a little bit good for garnishing. The color is changing and looks like it's almost time to add heavy cream. Before that, 1 or 2 pinches of Garam Masala can surely add wonders to your recipe. Here I've used one of my own fresh Garam Masala, but you can use any of the other Garam Masalas from the market. Don't forget to close the lid to let the masala cook for about a minute on a low flame. As you can see, the dal has started to become much more darker in color and the consistency is now a little bit smooth. To make it more like a Pandara road style makhani, all we need is 25 ml of fresh cream now. If you're cooking for more than 4 people, just keep the calculation in your mind. If you want your dal makhani restaurant style, for 100 grams of dal, you need 100 grams of butter with 100 grams of fresh cream along with 100 grams of tomato puree, because that's what we are doing in most of the 5-star restaurants these days. Finishing it with Kasoori Methi takes out the fatty flavor of cream and butter, and that's why it's used in most of the tandoori and makhani gravies all around the world. You can have this as it is or put a little extra tampering for all those who are habitual of having something extra. I will put garlic first in a slightly heated ghee or olive oil, and in about a minute I will add onions finely chopped. I had to use both of my hands at the same time to avoid burning of either of the two. When your onion and garlic chops are golden brown, it is time to transfer to your dal makhani and close the lid right after you pour it to lock the smell and the flavor. You can now finish it off with Kasoori Methi and some butter right before serving it. To serve dal makhni, I'm simply using a tandoori kebab to add more substance in a meal. You can have it with tandoori roti or even paratha or even rice if you feel like having it. Forget to put it in comments if you like this recipe. Try it yourself, impress your loved ones with this awesome dal makhani and Bukhara recipe. I will be back on Kitchen Kilogram with my next video really soon.